Hey guys, so I've got the window box transferred over from Christmas to what I call winter, and I'm liking it a lot. But I do have perennials in here. I have my watermelon heucheras, and I have my, I think they're the black heucheras, and I can't remember which variety. So you want to, any of your boxes that you have perennial plants in that are under cover and don't get watered, you want to give them a splash of water throughout the winter. And I don't think I have watered these boxes since that last week in December. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm going to give them all a little splash of water. Even though it's snowy and cold, it's not
Snowy and cold.
the soil isn't frozen yet. So I want to give, and the other thing it does, my evergreens, as long as I keep a little bit of water in here, it keeps them fresh. And that's what I want. But there's my perennial. Can't think of the name of those black heucheras. So I want to make certain the evergreens stay as fresh as possible until probably whenever I get rid of them. And I have a pot up here on the deck, on the porch, excuse me, that I've just watered too. And the one on the deck got watered as well. But the other thing we're going to do today, besides get out and do this little bit of winter watering, is let's see how the geraniums are doing. I'm real pleased so far. We'll meet you down in the basement. So here we are, guys. It's been 6 days since
We're out of the cold, thank God.
We're out of the cold, but I'm probably going back out in it in a little bit. But it's been 6 days since I planted these geraniums, and I've had germination. I was down earlier this morning, and I'm going to take these. These are my Maverick Apple Blossom that like I said, it's been 6 days. I'm going to take the dome off, and I'm going to bring them up here. I think the lights will be better for Reg to see. And you can see I think there's 15 that have germinated. When I looked this morning, and here's one just starting through, and then I found a couple seeds on top of the soil that I punched back in there. So what my thoughts are, I'm going to take them off the heat. I'm afraid if I left them on the heat, it would be too hard on the 15 that have germinated. And so here's what I'm going to do. I'm turning the heat mat off, which is what you're supposed to do. I'm going to get the heat mat off. Where's my switch? That's my light. Heat mat. There we go. Heat mat is unplugged. I'm taking it off. And what I'm going to do with these areas that haven't germinated, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to place a little bit of saran wrap over that area to see if I can get the areas that haven't germinated to germinate. If not, I'm not out anything but just an experiment. So I'm going to add a little bit of saran right over the few areas that have not germinated yet. They're still moist. The other thing I'm going to look for, once these feel like they're getting a little drier, I will be putting them, let me go ahead and do that now. I'm glad I mentioned that. So this whole tray now is going to go in my tray here, because that's where I'm going to start watering. Once that I feel that these have dried a little more, then I will water from the bottom. This is my dilute Miracle Grow, 1.5 teaspoons per gallon, and I will water from the bottom once a week until they have 3 full leaves, and then I'll go full strength and I will pot them up first and then go full strength fertilizer. But for today, I am just going to try and create a little bit of a moisture dome in those areas. This is just something I'm experimenting with to see if I can get any more germination. Like I said, there were a couple seeds that were sitting right on top of the vermiculite. That was just my oversight. And I put them back in the soil. So maybe they'll germinate. But I don't want to keep the ones that have germinated on that heat mat any longer, because it looked like they were getting a little something on their edges. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm I'm still real pleased. 15 out of 20, not too shabby of a germination rate. So that's it for gardening on the West Fork today. Get out, water your pots that don't get water in the winter. Give them a little splash of water, and I'll keep you posted on the geraniums.